This week on Inside Boulder News. Don't miss your chance to learn all about the city's projects at this community event. Scams are on the rise. Boulder Police Department gave us tips on how to stay safe. And this proposed infrastructure will help improve the safety of Boulder's first responders. Welcome to Inside Boulder News, your source for all things Boulder. I'm Jocelyn Avendaño. The City of Boulder is inviting community members to join the city for the What's Up Boulder Open House, a citywide event where attendees can learn about major city projects and enjoy free food, live music, and activities for kids. So make sure to mark your calendars for Thursday, April 4th. Back for its third year, What's Up Boulder will offer community members the opportunity to learn about the city's projects and services in an enjoyable atmosphere.
We try to have a cross-section of city projects. We're definitely going to have representation by the planning department so you can learn about alpine balsam. We're also having representation from utilities, from affordable housing and the housing department more generally. We're also going to have some human services representation and learn more about the city's engagement efforts and ways you can get involved in a variety of issues.
The citywide open house is a family-friendly event. It will feature a children's music DJ, face painting, and free picnic lunches for the first 600 people who attend.
We're changing the entertainment format a little bit, so rather than having the entertainment be separate from the event, it's going to be intertwined. So we'll have sets of music playing and then broken up by opportunities to talk to city staff. Again, the kids' activities will be in the same space as the adult activities, which will make it be more of a family-friendly event.
What's Up Boulder will also feature an opportunity to talk to elected city officials prior to the event.
It's going to start an hour before the event at 4 and end at 6, so people can come and talk to their elected officials and then go downstairs and have some free food and fun and learn more about city projects.
The event will be held at the Boulder Jewish Community Center on Thursday, April 4th from 5 to 7:30 p.m., with chats with council going on from 4 to 6. For more information on this year's What's Up Boulder Open House, please visit bouldercolorado.gov/What's Up Boulder. On Tuesday, April 2nd, the City of Boulder will present location options for a fourth and final radio tower to complete critical upgrades to the city's radio infrastructure system that serves first responders. Once complete, this new system will provide much-needed updates to the city's current system. Clear communication is key during any emergency situation.
633 South Broadway. I have a single report of a male party with a weapon attacking a female party. There's a code 3 on this channel.
But what happens when it's taken away?
You totally broke up, repeat.
What you just heard is a real-life recording from the Boulder Police Department during a hostage situation that occurred last fall. Luckily, the incident ended without any casualties. But city planners and first responders in the city of Boulder want to improve the city's radio infrastructure systems to prevent a tragedy from happening.
Radio communication is a lifeline. If they get in trouble and they call for help, that radio system is the way that somebody's going to come in and save those who are trying to save the citizens. And it doesn't work.
Once complete, the city's radio infrastructure improvement project, which is in part funded by the voter-approved 2017 Community Culture and Safety Tax, will include 4 new radio towers to support public safety functions.
We have 3 towers right now that are being established or have been established. This 4th tower is essential in essentially creating a redundant ring around the city to provide the correct communication and most specifically in-building coverage to first responders.
On Tuesday, April 2nd, the city will meet with county commissioners and present a site analysis on the proposed 4th tower location, including the city's preferred location near Arapahoe Road.
All the other sites that are being proposed would incur some additional cost to the city and by extension to the taxpayers to procure those sites, whereas the site we're actually looking at here and proposing is already a city-owned site.
A 4th tower first responders hope is built sooner rather than later.
You totally broke up, repeat.
This 4th tower is going to complete the system, and it's going to give us a system that we can rely upon. It's going to give us in-building coverage. It's going to allow the incident commanders to talk to the first responders actually doing the work and to keep everything moving and make it safer for our first responders.
The radio infrastructure hearing will begin at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, April 2nd at the Boulder County Courthouse. More information can be found by visiting the website seen on your screen. Scams are on the rise. In 2018, the Federal Trade Commission's report on fraud recorded 2.7 million reports, with telephone calls being the most common method of contact. Officer Mitch Trujillo with the Boulder Police Department tells us what are some of the frauds Boulder has seen.
Scams that we have are generally people that are contacted by an authority, so like the Boulder Police Department, saying that they or a loved one owe money in order to pay for a warrant that's out for their arrest, or to pay bond for a loved one that's supposedly in jail.
The Boulder PD has been posting flyers like this one around grocery stores warning community members of current scams targeting victims, a method Trujillo says has helped decrease the number of scams in the city.
We keep track of it. We keep all the information, and then we try to see if there is, through crime analysis, see if there is information that can be cross-referenced from one to the next. And we look to see if there's going to be any investigative tips, to see if there's a way that we can determine who the sender is, or who the scammer is.
Majority of fraud cases come from imposter scams in the form of wired money. The Boulder Police Department would like to remind community members that no law enforcement agency will ever do this.
You should always go to the source and find out if there's actually information that's out there. And more often than not, you're going to find that the information is just not true.
If you get a suspicious phone call requesting to wire money, officials say to simply hang up the phone and report it to authorities. Once the money is sent, there is little to no chance of recovering that money.
They could also report it to the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, who also keeps track of this information.
For more tips on how you can protect yourself from scams and frauds, please visit the website seen on your screen. After the 2018 adoption of the city's Boulder Public Library Master Plan, it was estimated that the library's funding will fall short by at least $3.2 million every year. Now the city and the Boulder Public Library are exploring funding options and have launched a 28-question survey to ask community members about their preferences. The survey is currently available online through April 5th. The survey's goal is to learn more about public opinion and support for potential library funding options. There are currently 4 potential funding options under consideration: to do nothing, reallocate city resources, create a citywide dedicated tax, or to hold an election to form an independent library district. Information collected will help determine the city's potential next steps.
We want the community to participate so we know how we want to move forward in the future and which funding option would work best for them and what they would be most comfortable with.
Surveys are available in English and Spanish, and responses will remain anonymous. To learn more about the city's funding information and for a link to the survey, please visit boulderlibrary.org. The North Boulder Library is turning 5. The community is invited to come out and celebrate 5 years of service to the Nobo community. Local band Las Dalias will be playing with tons of family-friendly activities for the family to enjoy, such as face painting and stories. The event will be held on Saturday, March 30th from 10 to 11:30 a.m. in the plaza in front of Amante and Baco at 4580 Broadway. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's edition of Inside Boulder News. If you have pictures, news tips, or events you'd like to see featured, we'd love to hear from you. Connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe. Have a good week.